Hi, I'm Haley Gardiner.
I'm Katheryn Moos.
And I'm Katherine Paul.
And this is our activity analysis.
Our activity was to go into a restaurant and sit down.
Steps to complete the activity. Approach the door. Extend an arm and grab the door handle. Pull the door open. Step through the door into the restaurant. Ask the hostess to be seated. Follow the hostess to a table. Sit down at a table or booth. Here is an example of our activity.
Here is an example of performing the activity with an impairment. The impairment is a total left knee replacement using a cane as an assistive device. The area of occupation that this activity falls under is an IADL because it involves mobility within the community. It is also a leisure occupation because this is a non-obligatory activity that the client is choosing to participate in. Finally, it is a social occupation because it involves engagement within the community and social situations.
Objects and properties used include shoes. Objects and properties used for the client with a total left knee replacement include a cane and shoes.
Space demands for this occupation include a restaurant.
Walking into a restaurant and sitting down includes performance skills necessary to complete the task. Range of motion is a necessity that includes the client's hands, arms, trunk, and legs. The client's arm is needed to reach for the door. The hand is responsible for grabbing the door handle. The legs are required for walking into the restaurant, and the trunk is required to sit down in the chair. The strength required involves muscle power in the legs, arms, and trunk. Energy needed to accomplish this activity includes the endurance to walk upstairs and open the door, the strength to walk to the table, and the ability to sit down in the chair.
The processing skills needed to accomplish this task include attention, sequencing, memory, and problem solving. Attention is necessary for the client to concentrate on the task. The client must also pay attention to the surrounding environment in order to create a substantial walking route to the table. Sequencing includes process regulation to carry out the activity, which incorporates the sequence of steps to the door and to the table after walking inside. Memory is a skill the client must have to remember the task that needs to be completed and how to adequately complete it. Problem-solving skills are also vital to ensure that a complication will not disrupt the activity. Mobility is needed to complete this activity. This includes joint mobility, functions of joints and bones, joint stability, muscle power, muscle tone, muscle endurance, involuntary movement reactions, and control of voluntary movement. In order for the client to successfully walk into the restaurant and sit down, they must have substantial mobility.
Social skills and demands are required for the client to complete the task. This includes regulation, production of speech, asking questions, replying in conversation, and speaking fluently. Regulation involves the ability to act appropriately regarding your environment without impulsive behaviors. Producing speech incorporates speaking with the hostess or the individual the client attends the restaurant with in a manner that is clear. Questions encompasses the ability of the client to request relevant information. For example, "Can I have a table for two, please?" is a question the client must propose in order to complete the activity. Replies is an additional interaction skill that incorporates the client's ability to keep a conversation going appropriately. Replying to the friend the client is attending dinner with or responding to the hostess is a necessity when entering a restaurant. Speaking fluently is the final component of the social skills that includes the ability to speak in a continuous manner without delay while communicating with others.
Walking into a restaurant and sitting down requires communication and environmental interaction skills that are critical in completing the task. The first component includes the visual aspect. Walking into the restaurant demands that the client can see the door, stairs, hostess stand, and remaining areas of the restaurant that allow the client to proceed to the table to sit down. Quality of vision, visual acuity, and visual stability are vital functions needed to promote visual awareness of the restaurant at varying distances. The second component includes the auditory aspect. Sound detection, awareness of location, and distance of sounds are significant while conversing with the hostess or attending dinner with a peer or friend.